What's up guys, Tucker Smith, and I'm going to tell you my top 3 baits for the month of June. So in June, a lot of fish start to get offshore. It's more of a post-spawn kind of bite. You know, the water temp's getting hot, the fish are finally getting off bed, and you know, it's kind of more looking into that offshore bite. So that's what I start to target. The first bait that I would choose is a deep diving crankbait. This time of year when they're first pulling out there offshore, they're real stupid and they'll bite just about anything. And when you can catch them on a crankbait, reeling it as fast as you can and catch them every single cast, that's what you want to do, because you can trigger those big fish a lot with that big crankbait and running it through their face. Bait number 2, I would say, is a jig. A jig is always, you know, a bait that you can throw year round, but especially in the month of June when those big fish are offshore, when they're up shallow, they're post-spawn, they're kind of, you know, a little bit lethargic, and when they don't want something as fast as a crankbait, you can drag a jig through there, you can pitch a jig up shallow. I've caught some of my biggest fish in June on a jig, especially offshore, dragging it real slow because you've got those spotted bass and everything feeding up on top, and you've got those bigger largemouth up underneath. And when you drag something slow through there, a lot of times something like Picasso jig like that will get a lot of bites, and big bites too. My third bait would have to be some kind of bladed jig. This is a Picasso shock blade. Especially like Guntersville, places with a lot of submerged grass in June, the fish, you know, so most of those fish go out deep. A lot of them stay in the grass. A lot of those fish live in the grass year round. So one really good way to catch them in submerged grass is a bladed jig like that. I've won a few tournaments actually fishing a bladed jig like that at Guntersville in the grass. And it's just a way to get bites, and a lot of big bites too, ripping it through that grass. A lot of fish are feeding back up and staging in those areas, so you can throw something like that and catch a bunch too. So these are my 3 baits for the month of June. I'm gonna have them tied on all month and catch a lot of fish on probably all 3 of these baits. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you soon.